Welcome to SARC Media. Today in Hitex Exhibition Center, the 23rd edition of BioAsia 2026 started. Duration of Asia Flagship Life Science Forum on AI. Automation and next wave of healthcare innovation opens in the city. It's in BioAsia 2026. They discuss opportunities with AI and explore the BioAsia 2026.
And it's been good, it has helped prevent a lot of children from dying globally, but we still have a vaccine that actually stops tuberculosis being a pandemic. In 100 years, we have tried everything globally, including mRNA, including DNA, and yet we still haven't got a new vaccine. So what we are trying to do now is also coming up with entirely new platforms that are potentially not even being used in India at the moment, and then transfer this technology to potential partners here. We had some discussion today, for example, with some of your vaccine leaders that are based in Hyderabad, to then potentially roll them out on a global scale. So that's one thing that we can definitely offer from our end.
Just 1 minute. From QMR Barco for our scientists are actually working in India, so through the triple negative breast cancer technology. So that's really happening, it's functioning confidence. But also at the same time, everybody's talking about AI and machine learning. So at QMR, that again, it's collaboration. The scientists have a center called NC-STAR, so National Center for Spatial Technology and AI for Recognition. What they are trying to do is a group of scientists with a lot of industry and other universities, they are working together. They are developing a technology where before a patient gets any treatment, they will diagnose whether that treatment will work or not. So they take the skin samples and they're basically looking at all this, and then that also genetically enabled as well. So they are, so if imagine that technology in market, and I'm sure other people will do it. But that one is more, we always think about triple PR, like when I plan, prepare, and and the university do for response, right? So that is more about their planning, they're preparing, they want to prevent before the disease hits. So there's a lot of technology happening, and as I said, it's a lot of collaboration opportunity as well.
Maybe we'll quickly have a perspective from Griffith, and then we can quickly conclude.
I think just to add to all the other conversations, is this BioAsia platform has given an opportunity to know what's happening in India and vice versa for India to know what's happening within Queensland and Australia within our organizations. And it's a two-way knowledge exchange that's really happening, that's positioning us to recalibrate where we can collaborate, not just academia, industry, and also on the clinical side with hospitals and foundations, that which has not happened or is happening on a smaller scale, but it's not widely publicized or people are aware of it. And the more we know about what each country can do together, I think we can take that development much faster and quicker. And I think this conference has given us with that platform to engage on the ground level with a number of these organizations whom we would not have otherwise met or be heard of. So that's been a good opportunity for us. Thank you.
So I have a question. This is to Andres and Tamanna.
That's a good question. I guess the affordability and the scalability, that's really your strengths, I have to say. I don't think that's something that we can deliver. I think that's really where we would seek partnership with India to make things affordable. Because as you know, in particular, if you look at salary costs, etc., Australia has a much higher cost. I think in the biological space, in particular, what we can offer, as I alluded to, is the uniqueness of our environment. So many of the molecules that we discover are endemic or are based on endemic species that only exist in the environment in Australia. And there could be a lot of potential that can lead to global good, including for diseases and inflammatory diseases that are prevalent in India. But I don't think that we can offer this affordability from our end. I think this is really an opportunity where partnerships like the one that we're here for could benefit India in particular, because if the manufacturing happens here, that creates jobs here, that creates, you know, lifting up living standards, etc. So I kind of would take that back and say, this is where you come in the partnership.
Yeah, I echo that. But interestingly, you did talk about affordability. I would say, so I'm not a scientist. I'm like more general and I'm more of a facilitator. So I bring the science and the experts together and make that marriage happen. So you're like being a matchmaker. What I might say is Queensland and Australia, Queensland, Australia and Australia-India relationship has been long term. It's like our first office in Bangalore was set up in 2004. Yeah, so 2004. And you might be happy to know it's not active, but Ipswich, another city, Ipswich, Brisbane and Hyderabad actually has tripartite relationship. It's a sister city of Queensland. So where it comes, and every time when we looked at India and other Asian markets, Australia will never compete on price. Australia is more quality. But then, as Andrea said, we can bring the project, because of the approval process, is the quality, it's the fast response, and also equipped by state government, because we are 3 layers of government. So state government and federal government's pipeline of funding. What happens is there, like 43.5%, we always say it's tax incentive. But federal government has a funding pipeline of 1.5 billion, not as large as Indian budget, you know, like contribution to activate the industry. But 1.5 billion in Australian context is a lot of money, and that actually has been committed for biomedical manufacturing. State government where we are from, where Munish is representing, the team representing, they also have a sovereign industry development fund. So these are incentives for any businesses, any pharma or any institute, work with us, bring the project where you need that clinical, first in human clinical trial, you can do it over there. That means that the whole pipeline is quality approved, and then bring the project here. And I think that's where our collaboration can start. So I would say, like, maybe not the price, but the quality. And Australia has significantly proven the capability of being the trusted partner. So you need a partner, and I think that's Asia Pacific landscape there is all the partnership will start. I'm not sure whether I've answered your question, both of us, but I think that's what
I mean, the response is very simple. By we working together, our quality, our scalability, we can reduce our treatment costs down. That is the main motive of this partnership. It may not be today. I mean, when I was talking to Indian Immunological President, Executive Managing Director, he said his dream was to reduce cost of particular vaccine. It was about 1,000 rupees long time ago. We want to reduce to 100 rupees, but today it is available for 8 rupees, hepatitis B vaccine. It was thousands of rupees before. The Indian Immunological wanted to bring it to 100 rupees, but now today's price is 8 rupees. So these best practices and quality of research and scalability of India putting together as we can reduce the price. Imagine HIV treatments before, how expensive they were. Now they were very, very, I mean, people don't bother about that. These things do happen, provided our partnership will continue to develop the solutions for those problems. Quickly from lab to market to patients.
Thank you. Unless there's any other question, you can conclude. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.